Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FPL Yusuf here, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys a Game Week 16 free hit draft. In this video, I'm going to show you what my most optimal team would be if I was free hitting this week. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about that, between a wild card and a free hit draft. So I'm going to show you guys what team I would be selecting if I had a free hit. We'll cover some goal scoring odds for different teams, some clean sheet odds as well, just to try and give you guys as much information as you can if you are activating that chip this week. So I do hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And as always, let's just get straight into it. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my YouTube channel for another video. So I did ask on X yesterday if you guys want to see an extra video this week, and did you want it to be on either a free hit for Game Week 16 or a wild card. Now, it was about a 60-40% split in favor of a free hit draft. So I have just decided to make this video for you guys today. So yeah, if you do enjoy it, don't forget to just smash the thumbs up down below. So before we get into the actual team section, I just want to go over some goal scoring odds and some clean sheet odds. Now, we'll cover all this information in tomorrow's video / Friday morning on my final team selection, but I just thought it would be good to show you guys kind of where teams are at before you start picking for free hit. So with the goal scoring odds, Arsenal are by far and away the highest predicted scorers with 2.71. Now, it's a tricky one because Arsenal's midfield and attack is very, very unpredictable in terms of how they play, but also who's going to start. Now, in my free hit draft, I've actually gone for a double Arsenal defense. So we'll get onto that in a second, despite the fact Arsenal are, the highest projected scorers this week. So I think there's probably some assets that, you could look at, Bukayo Saka being the main one. I do like the idea of Leandro Trossard. For me, it all comes down to how they play tonight. Just a timestamp for you guys, it's currently Wednesday morning, so they have got a Champions League game tonight against Club Brugge. So we'll see which team they sort of put out, how they line up, and we'll get a better idea of what kind of Arsenal team we should be expecting to see on the weekend. Liverpool in at number 2. Again, they're a little bit the same problem as Arsenal are, really, where you just don't know who's going to play where in attack. You don't know who's going to start. I mean, they played yesterday in the Champions League. Isak and Ekitike both started. Ekitike was coming off the left. Isak did get a sub off. Wirtz came on. Would you be surprised if you saw only one of the strikers play and Florian Wirtz start in the weekend? I personally wouldn't. So it becomes very, very difficult to sort of pick players, even though the fact that they're predicted to score a lot of goals. It's very hard to choose who from that Liverpool attack you would go for. I probably would take Szoboszlai. He did score a penalty yesterday. It's worth saying Isak wasn't on the pitch when he took it. So is there a chance that Isak could take penalties? Maybe. I'd imagine Seamus Szoboszlai has been like Liverpool's main man this season. I'd imagine he's going to still be on them. But yeah, Liverpool attack, definitely something to look at. But it's just, I think it becomes very difficult when you're trying to pick who you're going to choose as an FPL asset from them. And then third and fourth, you've got both the Manchester clubs, Man United and Manchester City. Obviously, for Man United, Bruno Fernandes leads the way in terms of points. We saw that massive 18-point haul against Wolves and what he can do. Obviously, Brighton Mbeumo picked up a goal. Matheus Cunha probably should have had a goal. So I think Man United have definitely got, options there. I think I'd probably wait for Mbeumo to go to AFCON, and then probably Cunha becomes that main guy alongside Bruno Fernandes. And with Manchester City, of course, Erling Haaland and Phil Foden, they are the two that you'd probably want to be investing in. And just as a little spoiler alert, they both are in my free hit team as well. So yeah, that's the goal scoring odds. The clean sheet odds, of course, Arsenal are by far and away, again, favourites for this. They have Wolves at home, which is why I've gone for the double Arsenal defence. Chelsea in at number 2, 39%. Now, as much as I like Chelsea as a team, and I think that they are very good, Chalobah has been very good to me this season. I don't know how I feel about them playing Everton. Everton are a team that, you wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea won 2-0. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Everton scored in this game. So, yeah, I haven't got any Chelsea defenders in my team personally, but if you're not free hitting and you've got them, I think they're fine to play. And the last two, Fulham and Brentford, ironically. So Fulham going away to Burnley. Again, on paper, it's one of the better fixtures other than having Wolves at home. So, the likes of Joachim Anderson, Kenny Tete's popped up, Bernd Leno, they're all fine picks. With Brentford, I think for me, I'd probably be looking at Nathan Collins as a standout. I think he offers the closest to DEFCON every game week. He's a little bit more expensive than the other Brentford defenders, but I do think that he's worth the extra 0.3, 0.4 million that you're going to pay for him, because if Brentford do keep a clean sheet, he's more than likely going to get DEFCON in that game, and that is going to be a massive, massive return for him. So yeah, that's just a quick little brief insight to the goal scoring odds and the clean sheet odds. But let's just jump in and take a look at what the team I have selected for this game week is. Right, so in goal, I've started off with Bernd Leno. Now, I was considering David Raya in goal, but I just think Leno has got a little bit more of a high ceiling for this fixture. Now, Leno's probably going to end up making more saves than David Raya will against Wolves at home. So for me, there's a high chance that Fulham do keep a clean sheet with Burnley away, but also there's a very good chance that he actually makes a couple of saves. Now, usually when you have both of them go hand in hand, when you have saves as well as a clean sheet, it usually results in bonus points for the goalkeeper. So we are looking to maximize, the free hit as much as possible by trying to go for A, differential picks, but B, picks who have got high upside ceiling. So yeah, Bernd Leno for me in goal, I think he just offers both of them. Onto the defense, as I said, I've gone for the double Arsenal defense over the double Arsenal attack. Now, it's worth me saying I wouldn't be mad if someone did want to go for the double Arsenal attack. Like I said, I think we need to wait and see who they put out tonight against Club Bruges. Trossard for me is somebody that's very interesting. We're going to come onto the midfield in a second, but for right now, I've gone for the double Arsenal defense. You know, Timber will play. He's either going to play centre back or right back. I mean, obviously with Gabriel and Mosquera both being out, Hincapié is a left-footed centre back. Even if Saliba comes in, he will play as well. He's very good for DEFCON 2, and I think obviously Arsenal at home to Wolves, the baseline for them is just a solid clean sheet. Anything else that comes after that is just an added bonus. But I think both of them have got quite high upside. You know, we saw in the odds, Arsenal 57% predicted to get a clean sheet in this game. So yeah, double Arsenal defense for me. It could change to a double midfield if, you know, we see, you know, how the team selection goes in Champions League and if we think Trossard's going to start. But I think just to be on the safe side, I think the double Arsenal defense is a great way to go. To finish off the defense, I've gone for Matty Cash. Now, he is the most transferred in defender this week as we currently stand. As a long-term pick, I probably would err on the side of caution because they've got decent fixtures. They are in a good run of form, but they're not amazing fixtures. And I think this one here against West Ham away is probably the last one that I could guarantee, or at least say for confidence, that there is a chance of a clean sheet, but also he has attacking threat as well. So like I said, with free hits, you kind of want to look for some differential picks in there as well. I think Matty Cash for me will offer quite high upside with also a potential chance of a clean sheet. And obviously that on a free hit is what we're looking for. So yeah, that completes the goalkeeper in the back line. Let's jump into the midfield. So obviously Bukayo Saka for me is going to be there, no doubts. Is he going to play 90 minutes? I don't actually know. I think if Arsenal end up going 2-3-0 up very early on, you know, I think we could easily see an early sub around the 65th minute. So that is something to err on the side of caution. I think Saka from previous seasons where he's been played 90 minutes every single week, every game, no matter how fit he is, I think we're going to start to see that less and less now just because of the squad and the depth that Arsenal have. There's no need for Arteta to risk him. So yeah, but for me, he's got to be on there. He's on penalties. You know, if Arsenal are going to create, he's always the creative one going forward. So yeah, I do like him, but just err on the side of caution that if Arsenal do go up early, you know, and they're looking like they're cruising the game, we could see an early sub for him. Bruno Fernandes and Phil Foden, respectively, I've both got them in there. They are probably mainstays in a lot of people's teams. I just don't think that you can go without them. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes playing at Bournemouth at home. It's a great fixture on paper. Bournemouth haven't really been that great over the last few weeks. And obviously, Phil Foden, he's going away to Crystal Palace, which will be a hard game. But as we spoke about in previous weeks with Phil Foden, when he's on form and he's on fire, you just have to play him because he can easily come away with a 2-3 goal game. And, you know, you don't want to miss out on those points. I'm all for going for differentials and free hits, but I think there's some players that you probably just need to keep in there just to A, maintain rank, but B, because they're so highly owned. And that is those two right there. Then we come on to the complete opposite side of things where we have two differentials in the midfield. So it's all about balance, I think, on free hits. So the first one is Harry Wilson. Now, for this game week, he's playing Burnley away. It's a fantastic fixture on paper. If you've bought him in and you're not on free hit, I think he's probably a short-term punt. Like I've bought him in. I've made a transfer already. He, in my mind, is a 3-week hold, and then he's going to be moved on to someone else. So I do think he's got quite high upside. He's playing very well at the moment. He looks quite instrumental to how Fulham are attacking as well, which is always a good thing. He's on some set pieces. He's an excellent free kick taker too. So yeah, I think he's got a lot of different routes to points with Harry Wilson. So I think at the price point he's at as well, 5.2, 5.3, it's a great price. And last up to complete the midfield is Dango Utara. Now, obviously, he's going to be going to AFCON soon, but because we're on free hit this week, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to bring him in for this one game week. Obviously, Kevin Schade is suspended for this game, which means I think Dango is guaranteed to play, probably going to get 90 minutes as well, the same as Igor Thiago, which moves us nicely onto the strikers. Obviously, we've got him in there. Like I said, there are some players that you just have to own, Erling Haaland being the other one. So our strikers are quite, I don't know if template's the right word, but they are quite highly owned, of course, as you would expect. Brentford playing against Leeds at home. Haaland is just Haaland. So that is what my free hit team looks like for game week 16. I think that, like I said, there could be a few changes depending on how Arsenal play. Maybe you put Trossard in and take someone else out, but for the time being, that's the team I would go with. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll be back either tomorrow or Friday morning early with the final team selection video, so stay tuned for that. We'll cover a whole host of things in there, key questions. We'll go over the clean sheet odds and the goal scoring odds again just for that video. I'll show you guys some of the transfers that I've already made and some that I'm potentially making and a whole lot more, so stay tuned for that. It will be a long one, so just get ready for that one. But as always, thank you so much for your support on my recent videos. It really does mean the world to me, and I am very, very grateful for that, so thank you all so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.